Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Gospel with Ishmael. Hallelujah. I don't really know how to exactly put this message, but I'm just gonna put it whatever comes because I felt this message and I feel like, this is a message to talk about, But I want to talk about the counterfeit. That is the pending issue. Let me tell you, one of the things that you might not have set down, and I'm believing this word is going to help somebody. Because one of the things that you might not have set down and thought properly about it is that when it comes to the counterfeit is the issue, is the problem, is what's holding many people back. So listen, you might think of the counterfeit as someone who is holding, for example, your ordained spouse back, is the one who's responsible for your delay. But one thing that I feel like maybe you might not be overlooking is that also on yourself, the counterfeit does play a huge role, does cause a huge delay. What does the counterfeit do? Listen, there are two ways I can explain this about the counterfeit. Whom should I start with? Let me start with you, okay? Let me start with you. Listen, many of times you find that you were supposed to be with somebody or your soulmate, but the counterfeit played a role, caused delay, blinded you, caused you not to see things clearly. And how that's so? Listen, when there is a counterfeit, this is somebody who comes to only stand in your way, to only I like this word, in fact, to distract you. That is the role of the counterfeit. So when you have the counterfeit comes there. So when you have the counterfeit, even when here there is your ordained spouse, you are unable to see your rightful partner. You are unable to see somebody who can be good for you, who can love you better, because the counterfeit is here. You are seeing the counterfeit. You cannot see what's behind the counterfeit. And when you're with the counterfeit, you don't know that whom you are having, the person you are currently with, is a counterfeit. You feel like that person is the right person. You feel like whatever you're doing is the right thing to do. But the counterfeit is there to blind you, to deceive you, to delay you. And it is only up until the counterfeit is out of the way, that is when now you begin to see that, oh, wait a minute, I can't believe I've let a good man go because of him. I can't believe I've let a good girl go because of this snake. You get what I'm saying? That was the counterfeit. And you find that by the time now you want to go back to that person, it is already too late. That person has already moved on. They couldn't wait, or maybe they found somebody else. But who was responsible for all those things? It was the counterfeit. So now let me go to the second part about the counterfeit. When it comes to the counterfeit, even you find that you might be right. You might be having a good, nice, flowing relationship, butterflies and all. Let me tell you, this counterfeit is a major problem. The counterfeit always comes and causes problems in a major way. That's why many things are being ruined. You find who's the thing that's mainly responsible is the counterfeit. You find that you are happy and all, but now you have determined yourself that, you know what, no matter who might come, I'm not gonna cheat on my man or my woman. I'm gonna cheat on this person. But then the counterfeit, instead of attacking you, the counterfeit now attacks your partner. And your partner, they are now in that state that you were previously at, or which sometimes you also fall victim to. And you find that the counterfeit goes to your partner, and your partner is too weak to resist the counterfeit. And that's when things start to fall apart. Now when maybe you are having problems, you don't know that you are fighting a double battle. The counterfeit now, because remember, they want to win over your partner, they try to be at their best behavior as possible. Hence your partner now, when you make minor mistakes, they always take note. They always take them too serious, even when it's something that you can talk about. Because at the moment, the counterfeit is at her best behavior or on his good behavior. He's giving her money. He's respecting her. He does not shout at her. It's always like, oh, he speaks sweet and stuff. Or she always speaks sweet and stuff. And she's submissive and stuff. And now when he looks at you, sometimes when you get angry, you shout at him. And sometimes it's not like you really did something wrong. Some of the things, they are normal. Every couple goes through fights. Every couple, they do face those things. Even if we can talk about a marriage, they do go through all those things, those fights, those problems. That's what happens when people are even in marriages. So now the counterfeit is there to distract them, and as a result, you will see that your partner is beginning to change. Your partner, their behavior is starting to be somehow. They are starting now to resent you. They are starting to now to always shout at you. Even women, they do so. You'll be like, you realize she no longer makes time for you, or he no longer makes time for you. Why? Because all that time, or they no longer even give you money if that's what they used to do. They no longer take you out. Why? Because they are taking that attention. All that attention, all that time is being taken away by the counterfeit. So listen, the counterfeit here plays a huge role. And up until one of you is aware of what's going on, you're gonna continue fighting. Your things are just gonna fall apart, maybe even to the point of separation, divorce, breakup, because you're not getting along. So you only get to realize that this person was only distracting you, and you realize that, things have been ruined and all those things. So let me tell you, a counterfeit plays a huge role. Even in the book of Genesis chapter 20, the counterfeit wanted to come between the marriage of Abraham and Sarah by the form of Abimelech. Fortunately, God intervened and threatened Abimelech after he had taken Sarah to be his wife. And then Abimelech had to return Sarah back to Abraham. Same applied even when David stole Bathsheba from her husband, to the point of even killing her husband in order to steal. That was the counterfeit. That's how dangerous they can be, how things can happen. But at the end, they got punished because they were counterfeits. They were doing things in the wrong manner, and they got punished with the first child who died at the end. So, all in all, don't be the counterfeit, okay? And don't allow the counterfeit to come and distract you, because they are real. They come, and sometimes you will feel like the person you are with is the wrong one just because there is the counterfeit. And let me tell you, especially when the counterfeit knows that you are with somebody, they will do their best to be at the best behavior so that they can win you over. And then when now they feel like they've got you, that's when the true colors, they come out. And some of this counterfeit is this: whether they know you have somebody already or not, almost all the time in the beginning of every relationship, people will be so lovey-dovey, good behavior and stuff. But always remember that true colors, most of the time, they start to manifest after 90 days, which is like 3 months upwards. That's when I will start to see somebody's real colors. In the beginning, they won't shout at you, they won't yell, they won't do all those things. Hallelujah. So may the Lord help you through it all in Jesus' mighty name. And every counterfeit that is standing in your marital breakthrough, I nullify in Jesus' mighty name. I remove. May God get rid of the counterfeit like he got rid of Abimelech in Jesus' mighty name. May God help you. And of course, that's all I had for you in today's episode. For my details, check the description of the video below. And as for me, I'll see you next time. Bye.